August 15th, 1977. It was a routine day at Ohio Wesleyan University, but that night, something was about to happen that would remain a mystery to humanity for decades. At the university's Big Ear radio telescope, the 30-meter-wide reflector detected a powerful radio signal at exactly 10:16 p.m. The signal passed through the telescope and was transferred to an IBM 1130 computer, which automatically converted it into data and sent it to a printer. In the quiet of the control room, the only sound was the printer running. Among all the printed data, one particular signal went unnoticed, a signal that had just been received from the Sagittarius constellation, possibly from an alien source. A few days later, a technician reviewed the printouts, and astronomer Jerry Ehman spotted the strange data string, 6EQUJ5. He circled it in red ink and wrote "Wow" next to it. And that's how this became known as the Wow signal. But what made this signal so important? To understand that, we need to go back 18 years earlier, to 1959, when physicists Philip Morrison and Giuseppe Cocconi from Cornell University published a paper hypothesizing that if extraterrestrial civilizations were trying to contact us, they would likely use the frequency of 1420 megahertz. Why? Because this frequency is naturally emitted by hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe, a universal reference that any intelligent civilization would recognize. Based on this idea, in 1973, Ohio State University dedicated its Big Ear radio telescope to the search for extraterrestrial life under a project known as SETI, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. The mission of the Big Ear telescope was to scan different parts of the sky and detect any intelligent signals coming from beyond Earth's atmosphere. Then came the night of August 15th, 1977. At exactly 10:16 p.m., a signal so powerful and unique was detected that it stunned astronomers. The telescope recorded the signal for 72 seconds, which was later converted into the sequence 6EQUJ5. This sequence doesn't contain hidden messages. It represents the intensity of the signal. Each character corresponds to a 12-second interval. A value of 1 to 9 represents increasing strength. 10 or more is represented by letters A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12, and so on. The letter U equals 30, which was the peak intensity of the Wow signal. This means, first, 12 seconds, signal strength, 6, then 14, E, then 26, OQ, peaking at 30, U, then dropping to the 20, J, and finally 5. This gradual rise and fall pattern suggests that the signal was deliberately transmitted, not random or natural. Also remarkable is that the signal was received only on the 1420 megahertz frequency, the same frequency predicted by scientists to be used for extraterrestrial communication, a fact that increases the mystery. So could it have just been a random cosmic event, or noise from some asteroid, galaxy, or natural source? Not likely. Here's why. Cosmic events usually don't emit signals in such a clear rise and fall pattern. Such events tend to repeat, but the Wow. The signal was never heard again. It occurred exactly on the hydrogen line frequency, 1420 megahertz, which is reserved for astronomy, and Earth-based radios are not allowed to broadcast on it, adding to the puzzle the exact location of the Wow. A signal is still unknown, because of the design of the Big Ear telescope, which had 2 feed horns scanning different sky directions. One feed horn only heard the signal, and we still don't know which one. This gives us 2 possible sky coordinates, both near the Sagittarius constellation, close to globular cluster M55 and Tau Sagittarius, but we can't confirm which exact spot it came from. Many theories and hypotheses have been proposed about the WOW signal, but scientists have not reached a consensus. Some suggested it was an interstellar twinkle, similar to how stars twinkle, but more sensitive telescopes like the Very Large Array, VLA, never picked it up. Others proposed that the signal originated on Earth, reflected off space debris or an asteroid, and bounced back. But again, the strength of the signal was too high to support this. Also, since 1420 MHz is a protected frequency, and Earth-based devices aren't allowed to broadcast on it, it makes the possibility of it being man-made very slim. Later efforts to locate the signal again, including by Jerry Ehman, Paul Schuch, and others using larger and more sensitive telescopes, all came up completely silent. In 2017, astronomer Antonio Paris suggested it may have come from hydrogen clouds near comets 266P and 335P. But the theory was not widely accepted. To this day, the WOW signal remains one of astronomy's biggest mysteries. Was it an accidental blip, or an intentional message from an alien civilization that never tried again? As of today, it's been 47 years since that night, and the WOW, the signal has never been heard again. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the universe's greatest mysteries. Don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next incredible video.